You've got to be pretty stupid to work for a top government agency and attend the invasion of January 6th. And then on top of that, your last name is very interesting as well. While the spelling may be different, the pronunciation is still very much the same. Because I'm not going to lie, I thought this guy Brandon Cavanaugh was related to Brett Kavanaugh, and how ironic that their names almost sound the same too, because his name is Brandon and the other one's is Brett. But the only difference is that his last name is spelled with a C and Brett Kavanaugh's name is spelled with a K. So this guy, as you can see, his name is Brandon Cavanaugh. And on the left side, that's him during January 6th. And on the right is a picture of his United States NASA agency department government ID that is set to expire in 2 years. Well, honestly, it's probably going to be pretty much in the trash at this point, because I highly doubt he's going back to NASA. But the reason why I'm talking about this guy today is because he has been outed as pretty much a white nationalist. No surprise there. And he got busted by the FBI. Now, he got busted by the FBI because he decided he was going to carry his dub S-isms. I know I'm just kind of making stuff up on the social media, and through that they were able to track him down. If he did not post anything, he most likely would not have been apprehended, even though his face is out in the open on the left, and they got his picture and his ID working for NASA on the right. This guy's a part of a whole group and everything. I think the name of the group is called Groyper. It's spelled Groyper. Never heard of it, but I'm sure in this article that I'm going to read from Raw Story, we might find out a little bit more. A California man who tipped himself off to the FBI with racist posts on right-wing social media has been charged in connection with the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol building. Brandon Cavanaugh, age 30, of Huntington Beach, California, was arrested Thursday on charges of illegal entry, disorderly and disruptive conduct, and parading at the Capitol. Cavanaugh identifies with white nationalist Scott Fuentes' Groyper movement. I wonder if he's related to Nick Fuentes. Cavanaugh's racist posts, unrelated to the riot, first brought him to the attention of authorities as they were investigating another Capitol rioter, according to the arrest report. On October 22, 2021, the FBI identified a private Telegram chat called We Who Knows, and knows is spelled N-O-S-E, like the nose on your face, on the phone of a different Capitol riot suspect pursuant to a judicially authorized search warrant. In March and July 2021, a Telegram user expressed a desire to kill black people. The Telegram user was saved in the contact list as Brandon H.B. Groyper. On March 7, 2021, Brandon H.B. Groyper wrote, "I honestly want to kill all the N-word lovers, ruthlessly cut their chest open, rip out their hearts, and eat it," the report stated. On July 30th, 2021, Brandon H.B. Groyper wrote, "I am done with words. I want blood. Ha ha. Man, only in my dreams would I ever get this much satisfaction. Maybe that's why I like it so much." The FBI noted that HB stands for Huntington Beach. It also indicated that Cavanaugh's Groyper reference led it to further review his activities. "I know based on my training and experience that the term Groyper refers to being a member of the America First movement. Groypers believe they are defending against the demographic and cultural changes that are destroying the quote-unquote true America, a white Christian nation. Groypers attempt to normalize their ideology by aligning themselves with Christianity and quote-unquote traditional values, such as marriage and family. Groypers identify themselves as American nationalists who are part of the America First movement." The FBI further identified Cavanaugh as having a DLive account under the handle The Hand of God. Here's what it attributed to him. "Hey, HB Groyper here. I just got back from the Capitol. I got inside. Then was epic on the Culture War Criminal DLive channel. Earlier on January 6, 2021, DLive account The Hand of God wrote, HB local in DC right now and wish you could make it. We need to be out in force." And that's the article. Now, before I get into what I wanted to say, let me say this. You see how this guy worked as a affiliation contractor for NASA, which is attached to the government, attacked the main hub of the government back in January of last year, which was the Capitol. The same place that he is employed by, he attacked. As far as not him just attacking NASA, but it's part of the government. But you know what I mean. Remember how I also told you that these racists out here, these dub S's, they're not walking around in white hoods and sheets anymore. They have blended in with society. This guy blended in with society. How much you want to bet he probably worked with other black people at NASA, which I'm sure he did. And he probably and kikied in their face every day. But those people had no idea what he was really like. But they found out now, if they ever associated themselves with him. The one on the right was his cover. In that picture on the right, that's his cover. The one on the left in that red rectangle, that is the real Brandon Cavanaugh. What he posted up on social media, that's the real Brandon Cavanaugh. With him saying about, wanting to take out black people or N-word lovers, as he called it, that is the real Brandon Cavanaugh. The one on the right in that ID picture was just a costume, a mock-up, a rough draft. What you see on the left is the final cut, the final draft. Him practically in his final form. But like I said, he blended in with society, and probably people had no idea this is what he was like. And people wonder why a lot of black people are very weary when it comes to dealing with PC, especially in the workplace. No matter where you work at, it doesn't matter if you work in a blue collar or a white collar job. This is a perfect example right here. It makes you also wonder how many of those people who were out there on January 6th, quote unquote, have black friends or work around or with black people, or worked with, I should say, because many of them probably out of a job at this point. You got to really think about it. Some of these individuals had some good paying jobs, but they was like, F those jobs. I'm going to go out there and act a damn fool and break the law. The same law that they try to tell black people we need to stop breaking. I said this was one of the things that I wish black people as a collective could have really stuck together on. Whenever they tried to hit us with anything, all we had to do as a collective was just throw January 6th in their face constantly. Yes, that's one thing, but that may have been the only thing we had to use as a weapon against all of their talking points. Just throw January 6th back at them, whether they were there or not. I mean, they like to make blanket statements when it comes to us. Every time something happens with black people, they want to bring up Chicago. I don't know why. Many of them never even been to Chicago, but they love to bring it up. So I'm like this. Whenever they try to throw something at us, just throw January 6th back at them. And if you want to get specific and name names, just say Ashley Babbitt and watch them probably just go into a frenzy. But this guy had a steep hatred of black people, and he had a steep hatred of people who were in bed, literally and figuratively speaking, with black people. And he pretty much let it known what he wanted to do, why he was there. Of course, many of them are saying that they were there because of what happened with the election. But let's be completely honest with ourselves here. Many of them had ulterior motives. Like, let's look at the groups that this guy was a part of, trying to make America white again. Let's be honest. That's what Make America Great Again really stands for. It shouldn't be called MAGA. Just call it MAWA. But I highly doubt it's going to get back to that. Honestly, it really never was that. They got sold a pipe dream, and that thing is gone down the river. As a matter of fact, it's practically dwelling in hell right now. But I don't know what's going to come of this guy, because all he said is that he was just busted by them and he was charged, but I don't know what his sentencing is going to be. But 9 times out of 10, I highly doubt he'll be going back to work for NASA. Even if he does get employment, I highly doubt it'll be back there. This guy sacrifices. I think that's what gets me the most. He sacrificed his job at NASA, a job it probably took him a while to get into. Maybe. I don't know how long the process is to work for NASA, even as a contractor. And he gave all of that up to do this. I want to know, is anyone out there going to help him with employment? Should he be able to go back onto the circuit? I highly doubt it, and I hope they don't. Hopefully he's left like stringing out by the wayside, or the next home he has is under a bridge somewhere, living in a sleeping bag in a tent. As far as I'm concerned, is what he deserves. But y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. That's going to conclude my commentary on this story right here. Share and subscribe. Make sure to go ahead and hit that bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video or go live. And if by any chance that the bell does not work, the story will be uploaded as a premiere. So you can just simply click that notify me button in the bottom right corner of the thumbnail, and it should notify you. All the links will be down in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.